I'm Councillor Randolph Conte. I'm one of the 3 ward councillors for the Hartsel ward, Hartsel and Pankel ward, where the Spode site sits. I'd like to see the Spode site as a focal point for the real redevelopment of Stoke itself. We've got a brilliant site here that's got plenty of history, heritage and culture, but we need to have a mix of some modern, attractive facilities to actually get people to use the facilities, visit the facilities, and obviously extend that to using and visiting the facilities of Stoke Town itself.
My name's Susan Clark. I'm one of the directors of B Arts. We're a company who've been based in this area for 25 years, and we're one of the only 2 Arts Council regularly funded organisations in North Staffordshire. It has to be opened up for it to happen, because at the moment it's a very closed space, and it's a bit of a shame. We've got lots of spaces like this that we're not making the best use of this time that we have now in this economic downturn to try lots of stuff out.
I'm Gemma Thomas, and I'm the project manager for Shop, and Shop is at 116 Church Street in Stoke Town, and it's a space which is for artists, creatives, and just the general community. And there's lots of anticipation in the general community that come in here about what happens with the Spode site. As soon as something happens, even in this little gateway which is outside, which is right next to the Spode Works archway, people are out in the windows of the pubs opposite.
I think we're at a unique position now, because I think there's actually, interestingly enough, there's a lot of attention being paid to sites particularly that are ripe for regeneration, and places like Stoke, which are suffering in this kind of post-industrial era from having to reinvent themselves completely. It's a bit of a clue, isn't it? If somewhere's called the Potteries and doesn't really have very many potteries left.
I think the focus should be around the actual Spode potteries industry itself. We could have some forms of exhibition, museums, for example, and sites, because it is an example of the heritage of Stoke-on-Trent, one of the original potteries industries. I am optimistic about the future. It has to be the right redevelopment. We need to bring investment in to Stoke itself. I'm a Stokey through and through. I am born and bred, and I'd like to see Stoke eventually be in competition with the city centre Hanley, because after all, Stoke should be the focal point of Stoke-on-Trent.
Let's work with that. Let's really build on that. And I think Stoke has got the potential. Certainly, Stoke Town has got the potential for some real strengths. And I think a development at Spode, whatever it may be, as you say, could be. Maybe it's in the short term, or maybe it's in the long term. That could help to bring a real sense of a really strong identity to people in this town.
It's got a lot of potential. It's a big thing for the city, and hopefully that we can move forward. We just need the train station and everything joining up together so that we can move forward.
I think it's got a lot of potential for creativity. I mean, I'm involved in the creative arts anyway, so I think it could be an arena for music in there, dance, etc., any of the performing arts.
I think creating a continental style plaza on the Spode site, maybe even moving further back towards Leeson Street, maybe, and then the bridge across to the station, but not just a footbridge, something a bit more substantial.
That's kind of what I feel is important, is that we really kind of build on the creativity that Stoke's got, and it's just really nice to hear that people have a real similar idea and they don't want to plonk a big commercial building or supermarket here, that people really want these independent shops and exciting art spaces.
I like to see it kept as a pottery. There's something got me there which sort of people remember as Spode, such as still selling the retail.
Stoke deserves better than it is. It's beautiful, it's picturesque, and my shop's in Stoke, and I just want it built back up to the way it always has been.